The only reason Lamborghini still exists is this car. Did you know that Lamborghini owes a significant part of its success to a famous insult by Ferrari's founder, Enzo Ferrari? This insult motivated Lamborghini to create its own sports car company, and in 1966, the company released the Lamborghini Miura, which became a huge success and established the brand's reputation as a serious player in the sports car industry. Today, Lamborghini is a giant in the automotive industry, known for its high-performance, cutting-edge technology and iconic design. But how did this happen, and how has Lamborghini evolved to become the giant it is today? Lamborghini began as a tractor-building company in the Italian village of Sant'Agata Bolognese between Bologna and Modena. Ferruccio Lamborghini established the company. However, Ferruccio Lamborghini's objectives shifted after he complained to Enzo Ferrari about the clutch quality in his Ferrari 250 while he was at the Ferrari plant in Maranello, Italy. Ferruccio received a dismissive response from Ferrari, who told Lamborghini that the problem is not with the car, but rather the driver, and suggested that he focus on taking care of his tractors instead. Ferruccio Lamborghini returned to his factory and, after removing the transmission from the faulty Ferrari, realized that it had been constructed with the same transmission used in his tractors. This made Lamborghini very angry. However, he was encouraged by the discovery, and he drew upon the abilities of Giotto Bizzarini, Gianpaolo Dall'Ora, and Franco Scaglione to work on what Ferruccio envisioned as his grand tourer to rival Ferrari. The end product was a Lamborghini 350 GT, which was followed by the 400 GT. The business was able to design its first sports vehicle, the Lamborghini Miura, thanks largely to the profits it made from the 400 GT. The engine of the vehicle was positioned in a transverse orientation. Marcello Gandini was responsible for the styling, which was completed in less than a year. The finished automobile was presented at the Geneva Motor Show in March 1966. In 1967, there were 111 sales of the Miura automobile. In total, there were 761 of them made. The Miura was the vehicle that launched the business into the niche market of exotic car producers. Alongside the development of the Miura came the creation of the Espada, a four-seater automobile modeled by the Marzel concept car. Espada, which refers to the sword wielded by the matador in bullfighting, comes from the Spanish word espada, which means sword. The low-slung touring car with the 4-liter V12 engine could reach a top speed of roughly 150 miles per hour, 240 kilometers per hour, while using a traditional front engine layout. It had a glass taillight panel that employed the same taillights as the current Fiat 124 Coupe. This was one of the car's distinguishing features. Throughout its manufacturing, the Espada saw a few incremental updates that resulted in 3 different series. After another 3 years, Lamborghini debuted the LP400 Countach in production form. The prototype was the first vehicle to include what are now considered standard scissor doors on a Lamborghini and rear air intakes set vertically. The V12 engine in the Countach initially had the same capacity of 4 liters as the engine in the Miura. However, in 1982, when the LP500S Countach was introduced, its capacity was increased to 5 liters. Lamborghini expanded production facilities but faced financial challenges, leading to the sale of part of the tractor factory's stake to Fiat. The tractor business was later purchased by Same, now known as Same Deutz Fahr, and still sells Lamborghini tractors. The automotive division became financially successful, but Lamborghini eventually sold his remaining stake to a Swiss investor and left the industry. During the 1970s oil crisis, sales of high-performance cars suffered, and in 1978, Lamborghini went bankrupt. An Italian court sought a buyer, and in 1984, the Mimran brothers took control after managing it while under receivership. Under their leadership, the company sold successful models such as the Countach, Jalpa, and LM002, providing continued revenue generation. Chrysler Corporation unexpectedly acquired Lamborghini in 1987, led by chairman Lee Iacocca. Lamborghini was developing the Diablo to succeed the Countach, with Marcello Gandini designing the fundamental layout. Chrysler contributed resources including design input, pollution controls, and production techniques to improve the design. Chrysler's experience in designing vehicles for mass markets improved aspects such as noise, vibration, harshness, engineering, and ergonomics, which had previously been disregarded. Lamborghini was sold to an Indonesian investment group by Tommy Suharto in January 1994. Tommy Suharto is the youngest son of Indonesian President Suharto, and he was obliged to lead Megatech because of the political and economic context at the time. Lamborghini started a rebirth in the world markets after new management took over and implemented very proactive marketing methods and a comprehensive revamp of its international dealer network. This allowed Lamborghini to better compete with other luxury automobile manufacturers. The number of units sold rose to 101 in 1993, then 301 in 1994, and 414 in 1995 after that. Large stocks of automobiles that the dealers kept were sold through aggressive marketing programs. New models were launched to create a shortage of products in the market, reinforcing the exclusive image of Lamborghini products and their premium value. The Lamborghini Diablo SV, also known as the Sport Veloce, was introduced in 1995. The Lamborghini Diablo SV was designed after the Lamborghini Miura SV and had a more powerful V12 engine with variable cam timing technology (MMEC) created by Lamborghini. The engine produced 525 horsepower. The Diablo SV quickly became the version of Diablo that sold the most copies. In 1996, Lamborghini also released the Diablo SVR, used to compete in a one-make racing series organized by Stefan Rattel and sponsored by LeasePlan. Megatech could not fund the future business plan developed by Kimberly's team, which led to the firm's sale in 1997. Audi AG purchased Lamborghini after becoming interested in the Italian company. Audi was one of several large manufacturers approached as potential technical suppliers for significant components for future Lamborghini models. This led to Audi's interest in the Italian company. Following a convoluted chain of acquisitions and sales, Audi AG emerged as the sole proprietor of Automobili Lamborghini. The new owner of Lamborghini once again exerted significant influence over the styling of the company's vehicles, notably the Murcielago. The immense technical resources of Audi were instrumental in Lamborghini's production of one of their most advanced automobiles to date. The Lamborghini emblem, associated with high-end automobiles, has been licensed for various unrelated products, including watches, cigar lighters, humidors, and laptop computers. After manufacturing the Gallardo Superleggera ended, the automaker introduced the Murcielago LP640, the Murcielago LP640 Roadster, and the smaller, less expensive Gallardo LP560/4 and Gallardo LP560/4 Spider. All of them are two-seaters with high-power and mid-mounted engines. Fast forward to 2011, the Aventador, which took its name from a famous Spanish fighting bull, ushered in a new, more contemporary era for the company. With the highest-performing standard production naturally aspirated V12 engine in Lamborghini's history, the current edition of the Aventador, known as the Aventador LP784 Ultimate, is billed as the most powerful Aventador ever created. It is also considered the purest essence of all Aventador models. With only 350 units to be produced, the Aventador LP784 Ultimate is nearly designed to be an instant legend as the supercar manufacturer prepares for an electric future. To accomplish this goal, Lamborghini unveiled the Sian FKP37, the first hybrid production vehicle developed by the brand. The name Sian comes from the Bolognese term that translates to flash of lightning, and the suffix FKP37 is a reference to the initials and birth year of the late Ferdinand Karl Piëch, who served as the head of the Volkswagen Group. This was quickly followed by launching the futuristic limited edition Lamborghini Countach LPI 804 a year later. This vehicle was named after the first Countach that had been introduced 50 years before, and it was built on the hybridized V12 power plant found in the Sian FKP37. However, the Lamborghini Huracan STO, initially introduced in 2014 and a variation of the Huracan series designed with a concentration on the track, represents the absolute height of performance in a road car with a racing attitude. Although the term Huracan comes from the Spanish word for hurricane, the car was named after another famous Spanish fighting bull renowned for its bravery, which also competed in the late 1800s. Lamborghini's Huracan was designed to follow the company's previous V10 offering, the Gallardo. The Huracan has been a commercial success for Lamborghini for the past 8 years, with over 20,000 vehicles sold across 12 roads and 3-track variants. The Urus, introduced in 2017 and officially the world's first super SUV with origins that go back to the LM002, has now taken the title of being Lamborghini's best-selling model in the shortest amount of time. The first Urus was released to the public in 2018 and was an immediate success despite being powered by a 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine. Over 20,000 of these luxurious SUVs have already been sold to customers worldwide. The Urus subsequently gave birth to 2 further variations, offering even better power and performance. These variants are called the Urus S and the Urus Performante, each with a power output of 666 horsepower. That's all from this video. Are you a fan of Lamborghini? See you in the next one.